stops and escape this drive.
Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points.
That's how I be happening. It's for all my not a band. For my ladies on stage, clap transaction. Cause your mama need a mansion. Get cracked, put them in the can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since. Damn, tell me how you really feel. All I wanted was a couple mil, make the city proud. Put it down for them, come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay silent. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the warning, real shot. Like city in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Money growing on trees, hanging on palm, spilling, code 304. She don't want a 16, renegade on up, make it, buy a trees, no love, I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section, gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. I'm in my polo pajamas, face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras before you get freaky. Can't with no randomness. The sneaky if police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shy. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the warning, real shot.
We need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one thing, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I'm squinting. Bro, give me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could have been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting licks since flip verse first. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? Together was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay silent. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the wireless, real shine. Like the paranoia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay silent. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the wireless, real shine. Like the paranoia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Yeah, you better pat me down and pray for peace before you let us in. My jettison is full of carnivores and lettucemen. You pushing positive, then we can be the best of friends. We drink the fire from the fountain in excellence. Open sores, open doors like a Trojan horse. No remorse, I make law fact like college course. Making seconds to records, the textures you could never touch the circle I roll and you overstepped your effort. I'm the shepherd of leopards, I'll pull you back together. You fall apart, I'll build it back better. I'm a scoundrel with my pen works adventures. My punchlines are too raw for glass jars and dentures. You think you've seen madness? Well, I am the center. I'm only happy in the summer. The winter. Watch out now. Come heavy water. It's I now. Not going under. Oh, 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 not gonna let you go. Oh, 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 pay what you owe. Watch out now. Come heavy water. Man, my mistake. Man, namaste. And darling, mama, cause I'm searching for better days. Tijuana, I'm cutting through this with my switchblade to the honors, cause I've learned something from years ahead hunting. If I got something to say, then I'ma say something. I'm glutton for all these beatings and fighting for what I'm loving. If the whole world's throwing up spikes, I keep on trucking, yeah. I ain't got time for y'all to get your heads right. I'll find some rope and you can go and hang tight. It's getting dark as midnight. This beat swinging so hard, we in a fist. Tippy toe, watch me dip and roll. Round the corner, run another level, watch my glow. I be switching colors, red, green, and gold. I'm speaking the truth, and now I'm spitting heavy waters on the floor in the booth. Let's go. Watch out now, come heavy water. It's I now, not going under. Oh, 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 not gonna let you go. Oh, 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 pay what
he might go get it tatted, yeah. Say the magic, what? Pretty little thing getting ratchet, yeah. Told me that I couldn't, oops, I did it again. I don't like you, I don't wanna pretend. If he ain't spending money, I just go with the friend. If you can give me dollars, give me pound, give me in. Purple black made back, yeah, that's me. Up, fat, that ain't free. Ain't dead to me, R.I.P. That, yo, she ain't me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Man, what these want from me? If I wanna test me, I ace it. I don't wait for nobody, I'm impatient. Trip off who? I'm on vacation. Pop when I do it, I'm flagrant. Never is out bake. Please don't compare me to that's basic. The money only thing I'm chasing. Body snatch, you know I'm Debbie Cake. Men like to talk it, I hate it. Ain't hitting it, I erase it. New money, many outdated. If he say he don't love me, that's hatred. Call me Miss, pull up in the latest. Double R truck, backseat, too spacious. Cartier braces, make faces. 500 when I pay for my laces. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Man, what these want from me? Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Man, what these want from me?
Corner and shook my, now I'm finna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down. That to the say poodle y'all think run this Miss she her black designers say Gucci Prada print DOE I'm a condo rich big Dolce Diva Donda Dundada Tokyo Honda drip poppin' Dolce season new persona new pushback but I'm still gon' get that labels quaking they mistaken I'm that wrist stay frozen QU let's go I'ma get unfazed, unbothered, with a boo, why bother? I'm that, you ain't no. I'ma get money type of, if you ain't getting money, don't type me. Crocodile Birkin might bite him, can't hang with her if I don't like them. I come through and nip you crickets, I come through and moves be switching. I'm the problem, I'm the villain. I don't see these rickshaws throwing dirt on my name and he gon' hit still. Know who to play with, any know who to play with.
months on the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change, just scraping to maintain. Or sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane, on gang, on gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive our gang straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had him shipping the Benzin. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
Run it back. Just run the numbers up and run it back. Run it, run it, run it, run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag. But you don't feed them cat. So just run it back. Just run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run it
time
back.
to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. We're hustling early, it's hardwired. Photo vessel, frozen neck off like a tire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Been getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Guess we Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from. Round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him,
Run it back. Just run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Just run the numbers up and run it back. Oh, where we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run it back.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Ball teed up, Austin Seibert out for the kick. And we're off in Detroit. Greg Reynolds to return it. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Off play action, Goff. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Running it with David Montgomery. Pushing for the red zone. And he's finally stopped right at the... Zone down at the 20. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Lions looking at their first red zone opportunity. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Jukes out a one-stop. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Gibbs can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down.
And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. So now the Lions going with the offense, trying for 2. He's throwing for it. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. They'll throw first play here with Daniels. His first throw is an interception. And he makes the half go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
And he gets in. They push out to a 16-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They bring McLaurin in motion right. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. He's contained at the line for no gain. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Well, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. seeing it stopped at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 16-0 our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They have second down and 5. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Eckler running dead ahead. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Running with Eckler again. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Tackled by Jack Campbell. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Second and 10 now. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Jack Campbell at the INT. And the Lions will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
On first down, it's gone. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing off the play fake here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Mike Samuel makes the play. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Jack Campbell at the INT. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
They motion a receiver left. First down throw from Goff. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Goff on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. All set up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, out of bounds.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Oh, nearly got to the end zone there. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach, your play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Gibbs is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
And he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partner. They're now 3 for 3 on 2-point tries today. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. Takes it just shy of that end zone. And he will get to the 20. Out of bounds just before and around the 18-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Eckler. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, it's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Daniels on 1st down. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Again, Daniels to the air. got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they pick him off again. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Lions get it as he makes his third interception in this game. Oh, man, Brock.
It's time to quit.
Other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit
It's
him
time
down
to quit.
and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 3. Escapes out to the left. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Fits it through the middle.
Oh my God. Quit.
The Lions get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. And he shanked that one to the right. It is no good. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Fields the hard squib kick. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. From the 36. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Throwing for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders narrow the lead entering halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded just shy of the end zone. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Daniels. He's going to loft one deep to the left.
Thank you, wide receiver on that.
And the Lions
Come
are going
on.
to have it back at the 34.
Come on. That shit not sweet. That shit not sweet.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Look at that. He right back on offense like nothing ain't happened.
From the gun, Goff. And the Commanders get home. They drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Goff on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Fires right away, but incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders get it back to within 2 scores. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
They've got a man in motion. Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. He's trying another one deep. Trying to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Commanders are tackled after a stellar return. Following the interception, they're going to take over at their 40.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Get third and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's 2nd and 2. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. Play fake here, Daniels. And they pick him off
Thank you.
again. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that third quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the fourth. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the fourth. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... Brought in, inside the 20. There it is, touchdown Detroit. The Lions have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions stretch the lead to 23. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hand off now to Eckler. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Daniels back to throw.
That's my shit. My shit.
That's Carlton Davis.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he's brought down after a short gain. A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. They'll go for it. Goff splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. All right, set now. 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Has it at the 7. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They'll run here. It's Montgomery.
They say the sideline could be a defender's best friend. I think actually it helped the running back because that's the only thing that saved even a bigger loss. He's going to have a lot of questions to answer for that one.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal.
17. Super.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Down the run right, throwing.
Oh, my God.
He's brought in at the 15. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions continue piling onto this lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. And now they face second down. From the gun, it's Daniels. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
the ability to track the ball. Right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, you're looking at a huge gain.
And this is another incompletion.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
Commanders Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He put everything he had into this one. Oh no, they get him yet again. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders are going to have it back at the 34. Well, no matter the outcome today, partner, I think we can all agree it's been very exciting watching him throw the ball. He's found the end zone 4 times, but he's now given it away 3 times as well.
Yeah, if he were a golfer, his scorecard would be fascinating because a bunch of birdies, but these bogeys and double bogeys he's got to eliminate. It's really been high risk, high reward through the air, and you never want to slow a quarterback down in that production he's found with his aggressiveness, but you've also got to find a way to turn that governor on, take a little less risk, and take care of that football.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Daniels. His ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage